I will be synthesizing the entire Foundations of Reading Instruction course using this Prezi. We are going to begin with the 5 components of balanced literacy. The first is phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is what we hear before any writing and letters ever happen. It is being aware of sounds without even looking at print. Children even younger than preschool begin developing their phonological awareness. Phonemic awareness is the awareness of individual sounds in a word. These individual sounds are called phonemes, and they disregard the letters in a word. Phonological awareness and phonemic awareness are not interchangeable. Phonemic awareness works under phonological awareness. After the students know the sounds well enough, then they can determine the phonemes. There are different stages of phonological awareness that goes from basic to complex. Here they are. The second of the big 5 is phonics, which is the study of phonemes and the letter symbols used to represent specific speech sounds in reading and writing. So when you add letters to sounds, it then becomes a phonics skill. Digraphs, diphthongs, consonant blends, syllables, and more all fall under phonics. Phonological awareness and phonics both fall under decoding or word recognition. The third of the big 5 is text comprehension, which falls under comprehension. Comprehending reading is understanding what you are reading. It is processing the words in a meaningful way. There are 3 levels of comprehension: literal, interpretive, and evaluative. There are also factors that influence comprehension. There are reader factors, where the student's prior knowledge, connections to their own experience, vocabulary, fluency, strategies and skills, and motivation and engagement. There are also text factors such as genres, text structures, and text or access features. The fourth of the big 5 is fluency, which falls under both decoding with phonological awareness and phonemes, and falls under comprehension with vocabulary and text comprehension. Fluency is not just about reading words correctly at a fast pace. It is the ability to read quickly, accurately, expressively, and with comprehension. They can read at a specific pace with automaticity and with prosody. There are 6 dimensions of fluency: pausing, phrasing, stress, intonation, rate, and integration. There are also 3 main factors that contribute to fluency: language knowledge, background knowledge, and word identification skills. What is being read and the amount of practice with the text also can be factors affecting fluency that is done through guided reading, read-alouds, and shared or independent reading. The fifth of the big 5 is vocabulary. Vocabulary falls under comprehension along with fluency and text comprehension. There are 4 different types of vocabulary: speaking vocab, which is the words said in a conversation; listening vocab, the words that can be understood while listening; reading vocab, the words that can be recognized with understanding; and writing vocab, the words that can be used in writing. Vocabulary goes with comprehension because a rich vocabulary increases comprehension and learning. You can teach vocabulary indirectly during read-aloud discussions and incidentally, and you can also teach it directly using explicit strategies. So yes, there are 5 components of balanced literacy, but there are 4 ways to teach them. The first is interactive read-alouds. Interactive read-aloud is when a teacher reads to the class in an engaging way. When doing this, it is important to activate background knowledge, teach new vocabulary, make predictions, and ask comprehension questions. Next is independent reading. This is when students take the time to read on their own independently. This can improve students' phonics skills when they use whisper phones to hear sounds and connect them with letters. There is also shared reading. Shared reading is when students share a reading of a book that is guided by the teacher. The teacher can use this time to measure the fluency of students and their vocabulary while also asking comprehension questions. Lastly, there is guided reading. Guided reading is when teachers work with small groups that are similar in text level. This text level is determined by the student's ability. Guided reading begins with introducing the text, listening to the students read to determine their phonics skills, vocabulary, and fluency. Teachers also prompt the students to integrate their reading process, word-solving techniques, and comprehension. After the reading, the students would do a quick hands-on phonics or letter work to help with the decoding of skills as well. So guided reading kind of puts everything in balanced literacy together. Between teaching phonological awareness, phonics, text comprehension, fluency, and vocabulary, using interactive read-alouds, shared reading, independent reading, and guided reading, they come together to bring in the meaning of balanced literacy, which is the foundation of reading education. These come together to teach and support students in their reading development. This is my EDLL 3351 synthesis project. Thank you.